You're in a really interesting spot because Pete Carroll is always compete. This team took a corner at number 5, and yet you've looked like one of the best players in camp. I mean, I don't mean to like pat you on the back, great job, but like, what's it like entering camp being like, like I know I'm good, and you have to compete still.
I don't really look into it that much. To me, I take my performance based off how many picks you got. Like, everybody say I'm having this great camp, but I don't got no picks this camp. So to me, it's kind of like, you're doing all right. Like, you're not being who you are. And it's like, my goal is just get that first one, because the first one the hardest one.
Can I predict you're going to get one today?
I'm getting 2 today.
2 today?
Yeah, I'm getting 2 today.
Oh, I really like that.
Yeah.
Although, can I just say, if you do get one today, can I get like half credit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll get a shout out.
Thank you.
Mike, you're obviously a competitive guy, but you look around this secondary group, the safeties, the DBs. Is this the most talented group you've ever been around?
I'd be lying if I said no, because I was in New England with 2 Hall of Famers, with Gilmore and Devin McCourty and Jason McCourty. And then you had J.C. Jackson. So
I mean, those guys are all right.
Yeah, so it's like,
Okay.
I'd be lying if I just said, right, I'm 2 Hall of Famers. I can't even do that.
How about this? What do you take from playing with them? Like, you probably picked up plenty, and then kind of like, do you find yourself implementing any of it here?
Oh, always. Like, just for me, like, if you look on a piece of paper, it's like, oh, he went to New England and it didn't work out. For me, that was the best place I could have went, because every day I'm around a Hall of Fame coach and Belichick who knows every possible thing about football. I'm around Gilmore, that's 10+ years, around Devin McCourty, 10+ years, and then Jason McCourty, 10+. That's 30 years of playing. And then you add, another 50 for the coaching.
Belichick.
Yeah, so it's like, bro, that's almost 100 years of football.
Yeah.
And I'm in the room with that every day, like, just learning different tips, keys, fronts, like different route combinations, where the quarterback want to go with the ball, like all those little things that people really didn't see until this year. Like, it was plays where I made, like, perfect example, the route I broke up against Devontae Adams. I know, what's the name, McDaniels, he was at New England when I was there. So the whole week I knew I was getting that route, because he ran it every day in practice against me.
That's very cool.
Yeah, so it's like little things like that where, like, the outside don't know. Like, I remember all these things. Like, I remember, all right, what team I've been on and who's been the OC. Like, because once I see you, you're going to run those same routes. Yeah, I know you.
Mike, you've got a rare football experience in that you've played for both Pete Carroll and Bill Belichick. They seem like so different kinds of coaches. Is there anything that maybe they do similar that you've noticed in your years playing?
I feel like to me, they really the same. Like, their biggest thing is compete. Like, they don't care about what you did yesterday, what you're going to do, what the fans feel about. Like, they don't care about none of that. It's just compete. Like, just do your job, compete, and when you get your opportunity to make a play, make it.
How do you feel about, so I'll tell you how it looks watching from the outside, and then you tell me kind of if I'm right. So from the outside, defense, a ton of energy. One of the last practices I watched here, your one-on-one with DK, you were getting the better of him that day, and you were jacked. Like, you were hyped up, you were jumping up and down on the sideline with music. But here, you seem very chill, very even keel. Are you kind of 2 different people on the field? Do you consider yourself someone that's like, on the field, I'm in the moment, off of it, I'm just relaxed? Like, I hadn't interviewed you. I was expecting such a different person based on who I saw on the field, and I'm like, this person's so calm.
So it's like a switch. So, like, on the field, like, I'm Mike Jack.
Yeah.
Like, off the field, I'm Michael. Like, so it's one of those things, like, all the aggression, anything that's going on, like, I use, like, to me, this is my home. Like, I'm at home, so I can really go out here, yell, scream, like, get all that out. And then once I take the helmet off, like, I'm back chill.
I'm telling you guys, watch for 30 out there on the field. Like, we were, all the reporters were like, oh my God. Yeah. There he goes.
Mike, the NFC West can be very competitive this season. You look at the 49ers, their great receiver group. The Rams get Cooper Kupp back this season. How do you feel like you stack up against those wide receivers across the NFC West?
I feel like I stack up good, but my biggest thing is I can sit here and say, yeah, I'm gonna lock everybody up, but until Sunday comes and I look them in the eye, they look me in the eye, then it's find out, all right, who really about all that and not just the talk. So I feel like I stack up good, but I'll be able to show more and actually prove that when we play them.
You clearly track offensive coordinators, like you're like in the game. Is there an OC? You may have played him, but is there an OC in offense or even just a receiver in that offense where you're like, I want a shot at this guy. Like I want another shot at Kyle Shanahan, or I want a shot at this receiver. I want.
It sucks because he's not in the league. He a free agent right now, but Tavon Austin.
Really?
Yeah. So we trained together in Dallas, and I was with him when I was with the Cowboys, and like we go at it like we be in his backyard during releases.
Yeah.
Because he's 33, but he still can move. So in my head, he's the hardest receiver I've guarded because I know all his moves. He knows all my moves. And he like a rabbit. So, like, but it will get to a point, it's like, all right, bro, you just making stuff up. Like, I want to get you in a real game situation where I see the formation. You have to run this slant. Like, you can't just make it up or do.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's like, that's one person, like, I'm praying, like, and I want to hit him. Like, I want to hit him so bad. I want to hit him so bad.
What do you like more, generating a turnover or getting a big hit on somebody?
Now turnover.
It's all about the ball.
Yeah, it's all about the ball. Like, getting a big hit, it's cool and all, but for me now, it's more like I want that ball because I want to score.
So Reek's back out here now.
Yeah.
Who gets a pick first? You or him?
Oh, me. Yeah, that's
Of course.
easy. Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Easiest question you'll get today.
Yeah.
All right. He's Mike Jack on the field, but we were kind enough to be joined by Michael today. So thank you so much for taking the time. We appreciate it, man.
No problem.
Thanks,
All
Mike.
right. Again, thank you to Michael Jackson for joining us.